Well, this happened to be one of the most or the worst failed relationship murder case I have seen in my whole life. This guy called Lintex of Africa, I don't really know his name, or they call him Lintex Ogale, has a failed relationship with this lady called Deborah, or you call her Deborah Emeto, but normally on Facebook and TikTok, her name is Deborah Porsche. So they had a fair relationship, they were in a relationship together, so they decided to separate. According to what Deborah's sister revealed, they separated over a year ago, 2023, or sorry, 2 years ago. This is 2025. And then this Lintex of Africa, or Lintex Ogale, told this girl, told this now, his mother victim, that no one else could marry her or will marry her except him. And for him to prove that, he did the unthinkable. Now, sometimes when I see what Nigerian youths or Nigerian young guys do, I'm like, if they put this into technology, if they put this into another way around, Nigeria won't be the way she is today. So he decided to pose as an Uber driver, or pose as a delivery guy, and drove a motorcycle meant for delivery guys. He decided to pose as a delivery guy, drove a motorcycle meant for delivery guys, went there with a package. And how he got to know where this lady is still living after 2 years is a wonder. Or maybe they are living in the same place, or he has someone giving him information about the lady. So he planned had everything planned out for himself. So when he got to the house, according to reports, they were told he alerted the people, and the neighbors of this lady had told her that someone is about to deliver a package for her. She said she didn't order anything. And when she found out this Lintex Ogale, this wicked boy, when he found out that his plan is going to become futile, he scaled the fence. To tell you he's a terrible assassin. He scaled through the fence. According to reports, he tried to cut in the gas pipe. Possibly he did not succeed. He now forced himself into this lady's apartment, and that was how he succeeded, stabbing the guy multiple times, after which he tried to also harm himself, according to some reports and eyewitnesses. And the neighbors now came out. Where were the neighbors when he was trying to scale through the fence? Where were the neighbors when the lady was pleading for help? Because I heard the lady was saying, don't buy me. He ended up buying the lady after multiple stabs. Where were they when they know that it was after the lady became unconscious, after this guy must have achieved his aim? They now came out. These neighbors did not try. I know the lady must have screamed, the lady must have shouted. That's why, to me, I feel when you are in a company, you need to build good relationship. Build good relationship with people, whether it's in an estate. I had someone that died in an estate some time ago. The reason why nobody noticed that he was struggling with life was that in that estate no one talks to each other. You just walk in, no matter how portable or private the place is. Try to build relationship so that when you are in trouble, someone can come to your help. But let me still go back to this story. Let me go back to the story with this girl. I'm trying to read now the biography of this girl. Deborah Porsche is her name on social media, various social media platforms, but her real name is Deborah Emeto Okwori, fondly called Deborah Porsche. She was born on the 17th of November 1995. She was the beloved daughter of a medical doctor and a devoted civil servant, raised in the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. From an early age, Debbie was surrounded by love, discipline, and opportunity. Her parents gave her and her siblings the very best of everything, from quality education to deep cultural roots, ensuring they remain connected to their Igede heritage of Benue State. After excelling in Lagos, most prestigious schools, Debbie and her sister Hope gained admission to the Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi, but she had actually been admitted at Benue State Polytechnic. That's where she had her ND before she used direct entry to move to Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi. Their mother even transferred her civil service post from Lagos to Benue State just to be near her and support them. It was at the university that Debbie's natural creativity flourished. She dreamt of becoming one of the most successful and influential interior designers in the world, and she worked tirelessly towards that goal. Debbie apprenticed with a professional interior designer immediately after her graduation from the university. Debbie studied soil science and went ahead to learn baking during COVID. Skills that reflected her industrial spirit and artistic hands. By the end she graduated, Debbie was not just a scholar but also a thriving entrepreneur. She secured a lucrative 13 million naira contract in Abeokuta, a testament to her talent, grit, and rising star. Maybe that could be the reason why the ex-boyfriend became jealous and angry and wanted to, buy her. I don't really know what led to their breakup, but if someone said she is no longer interested, why go this extreme? Such a low life and a moron. But behind Debbie's radiant smile and achievements, a darker struggle unfolded. During a visit to Lagos, she met Lintex Ogale, who would later become her abuser, her murderer. What started as a relationship turned into a nightmare of domestic violence. Debbie, generous and kind, often supported him financially. She's the one supporting this guy. But his behavior grew increasingly violent and possessive. She endured repeated physical assaults, hospital visits, and emotional trauma until she found the courage to say no more. Even after cutting ties, Lintex continued to stalk, threaten, and harass her. He reportedly told her, "If I can't have you, nobody will. If I can't marry you, blood will flow." Despite his intimidation, Debbie focused on her career, building a future that promised hope and greatness. She had just secured 200 million naira contract at the peak of her career when tragedy struck. On Wednesday, 3rd September 2025, as she prepared dinner alone in her Lagos apartment, Lintex disguised himself as a dispatch rider to gain entry. He first cut the gas pipe outside her kitchen, hoping to cause an explosion, and when that failed, he broke in through the net door. In a frenzied attack, he stabbed Debbie repeatedly in her chest, back, and lungs. Chest. He did that first at her chest, at the back, and then at her lungs, leaving her lifeless in a pool of her own blood. Neighbors who rushed to the scene found him lying beside her, pretending to be dead to escape. Security guards apprehended him, unmasking the manipulative killer he was. Hours earlier, his own mother had reportedly called Debbie, perhaps in a last-minute attempt to warn her of the danger. Deborah Emeto Okwori was more than her tragedy. She was a second-class, upper graduate, an interior designer, a hustler, a visionary, and a vibrant young woman. With the world at her feet, her life was cut short at the height of her promise. But her legacy of brilliance, courage, and resilience endures. She will forever be remembered not just as a victim, but as a shining light whose dreams and achievements inspire others to rise above adversity, pursue excellence, and demand justice. Now, this is becoming uncountable. Deborah Porsche, or Debbie as she is fondly called by many, is maybe number 20 or number 30. I've just lost count of ladies who their boyfriend died. Now her own is as a result of her saying "I quit" to this guy, and he went so extreme. He went violent and brutal, and it turned himself a monster. Now, I don't really know if what I'm reading online. I don't really know the lady who have no connection. Every information I gathered is what I got online. Now, if it was because this guy is violent, and I mean, there is no proof anywhere. This guy has shown the world that he is violent. He is the reason why this guy decided to leave. That's why sometimes we encourage people, be careful of who you are in a relationship with or you date. You don't know when you are dating a demon. You don't know when you are dating a monster. I don't think this guy invested anything in this lady's life, because if he did, he would have gone for it. There is a video circulating online now, because I felt like that video is just content creators, where a guy is saying that he wants to go and reclaim the properties he has bought for his girlfriend because his girlfriend rejected his proposal because he did not kneel down. They are content creators, but Debbie's case is even the worst of it all. We've had so many. We've had one that was killed in Akwa Ibom. We had one that NYC core member working at Nikon Insurance in Abuja that was killed. I think that was in January, in February or March. But Debbie's own is heart-wrenching. saying that she's the one that's even investing in the relationship, and seeing that the guy is abusive, Lintex Ogulu or Gula, whatever name he's called. This lady decided to quit, and the guy said he's never going to let it slide. That he's the only one that owned her. He's the one that created her. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The lady was buried yesterday, 24th of September 2025, and we've seen the videos all over the place. The mother was crying, everybody was crying. So I think it's time for ladies to know when to end the relationship and go separate ways and end it in peace. I don't really know the details of how the relationship started, what the guy did, whether the guy invested in anything in the relationship or whatever, but there is nothing that you can use to justify the murder of someone. I don't care whatever thing he has done in the relationship, because it's obvious that he's useless. He didn't do anything. He didn't invest anything. So why are we getting this a horror situation on and on? And when will our Nigerian ladies learn? When will they learn? Because it's not even about them learning. This is just an unfortunate incident. It happened to be that it is Debbie who is now the next victim. I pray we don't hear this again. I am heartbroken with this kind of report. I don't know the lady, but it is terrible. It is terrible. A lady that has the world at her feet, that has is almost at the peak of her career. I've seen quite many of her videos where she's handling projects. And do you know what it is for you to be awarded a contract to renovate a house or to decorate a full duplex? Do you know how much that will cost? This lady was already doing well. This demon went there and ended her life. I just want the sentencing to be fast. I hate it when situation like this comes up. Nigerian judicial system will take it years. This matter should not even take more than 1 year for them to sentence him, so that it will serve as a deterrent to other vagabonds and monsters out there. I can't just, not that this lady died through accident, not that maybe she was sick or whatever. Someone that is full of life. Her career she's at the peak of her career. So now the funny thing is that it's not just about warning ladies about the guys they date, because these monsters now. Have you seen the pictures of the Lintex guy? We can't say he's a Yahoo boy. We can't say he doesn't have dreads. He doesn't even look like a demon as many. He's not even dressing shabbily. The worst of it all is now that these monsters can no longer be recognized. They could be churchgoers just like the other one that says a gospel artist that buy the girlfriend in Nasarawa State. They could be churchgoers, they could be church workers, and yet they are wolves in sheep's clothing. May God have mercy on everyone, and I pray that this never happens to any Nigerian enterprise, any Nigerian lady, because this is, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so bad, terrible.